quarter. Celtics were in control really from that point forward. But Scal, your overall thoughts?
Yeah, we played hard today, like the offensive rebounds, the defense that we played. How about that spark, though? We're not going to lose games with Pritchard playing like that.
It's unbelievable just how elevated the Celtics are when you get a bench boost like that. Thought he just changed the energy of the game completely. All that bench, though, deserves their credit for how hard they played when they were in there. I love everything about this Celtics win. We're just staying here forever. We're doing it every game now, Giles.
Well, we are at Treehouse Greater Boston here in Tewksbury, and we've had a phenomenal night. But getting further into Peyton Pritchard, just at what point do you know, all right, this is going to be a game where he can take over and he can carry much of the load the way he did tonight? And by the way, let's check out some of those highlights presented by TD Bank of the Boston Celtics, member FDIC, TD Bank NA.
Just played with force, right? Made quick decisions. You knew he was an aggressive mindset. I said it at halftime. Remember when he came off the bench and he would look in the score? He was scoring like 26 every single night. It was that Peyton Pritchard, and we're going to need that. It's got to be more than just Tatum and Brown for us to win a championship. It could be different guys on different nights, but with Peyton Pritchard playing like this, it does seem to make us unbeatable. Remember, we only have to win 4 out of 7 games. We need more of these games from Pritchard.
You know, when I went back and watched game 2, I was just struck. Like, it didn't seem like he was driving the ball. Even when he did get to the basket, he wasn't kind of muscling and creating space the way that he normally does. Tonight felt much more like the prototypical Pritchard night. And you throw in a buzzer beater as well, and all of a sudden off you go. So if you get this version of Pritchard or anything close to it, the Celtics are untouchable.
Yeah, you kind of looked at the box score too when they had that 34-18 lead at the end of the first quarter. And it was Peyton Pritchard, right? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown were kind of felt like at that point letting the game come to them. And Scally talked about the assists before the game. You saw Jason Tatum put up 10 assists, 11 assists in this one. So they were distributing the ball, but they were finding the open guy, and Pritchard happened to be that guy.
Yeah, in the first half, that ball was popping everywhere. But also remember the offensive rebounds. You can't discredit that. Extra possession. Remember, Philly had none. If Joe's always talking about the shot margin, Celtics won the shot margin today. They dominated in the first half, and that carried through to the second.
Okay, and as a result, the Celtics with a 3-1 series lead in this one. Joel Embiid obviously made his return. He got off to a pretty good start for them. I think he scored their first 8 points.
He scored points, but he didn't impact the game. He didn't impact them positively.
Did it change the way they play?
Felt like it, right? Like, I just didn't feel like they had the same zip. Like, when Maxey could take over even like a small segment of the game, you feel that. When Edge starts getting going, you feel that. But, like, I don't know if they were just more deferential, trying to get him going or whatnot, but especially the way the Celtics went at him defensively, it just felt different.
I thought defensively, his lack of rebounding, which has always been a problem in the playoffs, was the biggest issue. Offensively, you can figure out how to score. Everybody can. He's a talented player. But defensively, and our offensive rebounds, that was the differentiator. And when he was in the game, it just felt like he was a step slow. Remember, you can work on your game. You can shoot. You can do whatever. Rebounding the ball is a physical war. You're not going to be able to do that when you're sitting out. It's a thing that Embiid has struggled with in the playoffs. Another night of him not being quick to the ball.
Okay, so 26 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists for Joel Embiid. So the numbers look pretty good. But again, the Celtics were in complete control of this game from the start. And you go all the way to the finish, and you look at the way they finished from 3, 24 threes in this game. Chris, what did you think of the three-point shooting?
Is that a playoff record?
It was a franchise, but not quite the NBA record. Gotcha. NBA record's 25. Chris, what did you think?
Still, we fretted the way the Celtics had so many good looks the other night and didn't knock them down. And then tonight, when you get, whether it's Pritchard activated or everyone is just making those threes, it's just a different team. And so I like the shots they got when the Celtics are knocking down their threes. And if they go 20+ threes, I don't know how teams hang with them offensively. And I think we knew that the Sixers just don't have enough offensive overall to compete with a team like that.
Yeah, but also 20+ threes, a lot of those are 3 offensive rebounds, another 3. We had 4 on one play. So we'll take those shots. You want attempts, but the margins are important. So I think this game, it's great that guys stepped up and made shots, and that's what you want, and the ball movement. But rebounding is the name of the game. If you rebound at a high high clip, you have a really high percentage chance of winning that game.
And look, what a luxury when Tatum has like a quiet first half by his standards, and then he has a spurt in the third quarter where he just dominates. I mean, that's such a luxury.
Jason Tatum finishing with 30 points, so him and Jaylen Brown combined for 50 in this game. Speaking of Jaylen Brown, he's standing by with Abby Chin back in Philadelphia.
Jaylen, when did you find out that Joel Embiid was going to play, and what impact did that have?
Probably about 45 minutes before the game. Didn't have any impact. We just wanted to come out and do what we've been doing, play a little bit faster, and get to our spots.
He certainly did that. Peyton Pritchard carried this team in that first half. How would you describe, I know he's your guy, his performance tonight?
Big time performance, big time player. You know, Peyton's been doing that all season long. If you don't pay attention to him, he can light you up. So kudos to him. But like, that's the type of performance we needed from our teammates. Big guys, everybody stepped up in the first half and it helped propel us to victory.
And then you and Jason got going in the third. What started that for you?
Just finding some rhythm. You know, didn't have my legs, my explosion. Just nursing my ankle a little bit, but we were able to find some spots, find some wiggle room, and knock down some shots.
Did you guys hear the "We Want Boston" chants from all the Celtics fans in here?
How could you not? How could you not? You know, Celtics fans, we travel well, so you know, we got another win to kind of finish this thing up back at home. So make sure everybody show up.
Jaylen, thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Abby. So again, Jaylen Brown, 20 points in this one to go.
Off a jump ball? He's like, trust me. We went into the jump ball. I said a flare. I think maybe it was Rondo. Sprayed it out to the corner, knocked it down. He had it going. Every play we ran was like, just find Eddie.
And as a result, he had 31 in that one. Of course, you guys went on to win the title. And back here on Celtics Postgame Live, Celtics with a 3-1 series lead, which is why you hear all the fans here at Treehouse Greater Boston chanting Season 5. They would not be in this position, though, if it weren't for Peyton Pritchard. They probably wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for Jason Tatum, what he was able to do tonight as well, Scout. Take a look at the 30 points, the 7 rebounds, 11 assists, doing a little bit of everything. Chris brought up the third quarter run that he went on. What did you think of Tatum in this game?
So, I feel like he looks normal. He's back to getting where he wants. Maybe after when he's driving, getting to his spots, knocking down shots. You know, I feel like he's back. He doesn't have to force anything, and he can go back to dominating again. And that's hopefully we see more of that throughout the playoffs, so we're going to need it.
Second half, 25 points, 7 of 9 shooting, 5 of 6 on threes, 7 assists. I mean, it's easy to forget he just played so poorly in the first half. The ability to be able to flush a bad half and be that impactful in the second half is remarkable to me. And he was you could just tell. I don't know if there's something about the Sixers that just energizes him a little bit. I guess he does it to everybody, but man, when he gets hot, look at that swagger. And when the three-point shot is falling, different level.
Yeah, 5 of 10 from 3 in this game. If anything, you went back to the first 2 games in this series where he was kind of struggling maybe to find that rhythm, to find that shot from the outside, but 5 of 10 from 3 in this one. And there is something about maybe playing in Philadelphia. Remember that Game 6 going back a few years ago?
I'm telling you, when a team passes on you in the draft, you don't forget about it.
Okay.
And Tatum might just have a little something extra when he sees
that's not really fair.
Why?
Danny swindled him. He did get swindled by Danny Ainge.
He can still use it, though, if he wants to.
Oh, man, I guess so. You're right. You're right. Pro athletes, we always find motivation. I guarantee he doesn't think about that.
You don't
ever.
know. I bet he does.
You know what? I'm going to ask him.
NBA players are super petty.
No, I don't think Tatum is like, I can't believe Philly passed up on me.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
All right.
We'll bet a Treehouse beer on it.
I got a year's supply. I won the contest, so we'll bet as much as you want.
By the way, someone already lost a bet because these are still full, and I think they would have bet that they would have been gone by the time this game ended tonight.
I don't know where Forsberg went during the game.
No.
It disappeared.
Let's go back to the first quarter where the Celtics took